Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum student. This is Umaira Said, lecturer English Times Institute Pakistan, and the topic which I have chosen to discuss today is the verb. It is one of the major parts of speech. As we have started the series of the lectures related with the parts of speech, and so this is the lecture number 4, which is verb. What is verb? When we say that the sentence is based or composed of the three basic elements, which is subject, verb and object. We know the person or a noun, here object on which an action is being done. So what is the verb? What is the role of the verb? The verb is like the blood in the sentence. Like, if there is no blood, there is no life in the human body. Then if there is no verb, there is no sentence. The sentence is possible without object. Sentence is possible without subject, but sentence meanings is incomplete and impossible without having a verb. So verb is very much important, which shows something about the person or a thing. Like this is the verb in a sentence, so this verb is telling us about the subject, and this verb is telling us that what is being done on the object. Again I am repeating that this verb tells us that what subject is doing. This verb tells us what subject is doing, and this verb also tells us that what is being done on the object by subject as well. So this is the role of verb, and the basic things which we will discuss today is the types of the verb. There are multiple types of the verb, but most important thing is that you must know that what actually the verb is and what are the moods and the manners of a verb while using in the sentence. Number 1 is the transitive verb, second is intransitive verb, third is the helping verb, and after that I have chosen to discuss the moods of the verb like indicative, imperative, subjunctive and the infinitive mood. So pick out your pencil and the papers, and if you find any difficulty in understanding any of the points, so you may rewind the video and you may again understand the topic. So never move forward without understanding even a minute detail of anything. So this is one of the major thing I want to tell you. Transitive verb. Transitive means passing over. It means that verb needs any object to complete its meaning. Like when a verb needs an object is said to be the transitive verb. There are so naughty and arduous definitions you will find on the Googles and on other sources, but the most important thing I use to make the job easy for my students, and that is the transitive verb is a kind of a verb which needs an object, to complete its meaning. Suppose if I write I like what? We eat what? So it means that if I write I like swimming, we eat rice, so meanings are completed. Otherwise if I say I like, so it becomes question mark, what do you like or what is being done. So we eat what? So this rice is gonna complete this meaning of a sentence. So another definition is they want what? There are so many things which can be included, but if it is said they want, the meanings will be incompleted. How you would complete? They want some money or they want some help. So this is how the transitive verb, basically the verb works in a sentence when verb needs an object is said to be the transitive verb. Like I will provide you few sentences in your WhatsApp group, and you have to find out that which is the transitive and which is the intransitive verb. So this will be the exercises provided you. The next is the intransitive verb. It is opposite to the transitive verb. What is intransitive? Which do not need any object after the verb to complete the meanings. A verb which do not need any object to complete its meaning. For example, birds fly. The meanings are complete. Subject and verb. I don't need any object. If I write birds fly in the air, it's okay. Like I get another further meaning, but if I write birds fly, I know that the birds fly in the air, so there is no need to write in the place of object. Dogs bark. I don't need any other object to complete the meaning. I know that the dogs bark either in the streets, outside the hotel, outside the schools, or wherever it is. I don't need any object because my meanings in a sentences are completed. So this is the position and the work of a verb in an intransitive sentence. So I know and I hope that you would now understand the very easiest understanding of the transitive and intransitive verb. The helping verb, the verb which is used in a sentence according to the nature of the subject and according to the conditions and moods and tenses of a sentence is said to be the helping verb, like is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had, do, did, does, could, would, should, will, shall. So these all are the helping verb. You may say the auxiliary verb which will be used in a sentence according to their tense, according to the moods and according to the condition of the sentences. You know, there are the four basic conditions of the sentences which are very much important to understand as well. One of the rule which is very much important for you to understand is, which I am going to tell you, it is there are 25 basic rules of using the verb, but one rule which is very important is, please note it down, that when two nouns are joined by and in a sentence, the verb will be plural. Now in a very easiest language in your mother tongue I would tell कि जब दो नाउन आपस में and के साथ मिलते हैं तो उनके साथ आने वाला वर्ब हमेशा जमा होता है, प्लूरल होता है. Like if I write Aslam and Akram are friends. Two and two make four. Aslam is a noun singular. Akram is a noun singular. When these two singulars join with each other with and, their verb seems to be the plural. So this is the one of the basic rule which students used to skip out of their mind and find very difficulty in their competitive exams in writing of a good essays as well, because these grammatical mistakes sometimes lead you some destruction and sometimes lead you some construction of some wrong sentences. So be careful while writing or using the verb in a sentence. So the next is the moods of the verb. So it is the mood, the same moods as the mood swings we humans have. Like moods of the verb means that the mode or the manner in which the verb is being used in a sentence. The mode or the manner in which a sentence is being used in a sentence is said to be the moods of the verb. So these are not the moods of humans but the moods of the verb. Number one is the indicative mood. So please write it down, indicative mood. The verb which shows the positive or negative statements or ask some questions. Which the positive, negative statements, ask questions is said to be the indicative mood, like where are you going? Then she speaks English fluently. He does not go to school. So these are some statements, questions, positive and negative. So the verb which is being used in a sentence, kind of in a statement, ask question, declare something, is said to be the indicative mood. The next is the imperative mood. Imperative is a kind of a verb which is used in a sentence to request, advice or an order. It is a kind of the same as we discussed the imperative sentences. So a verb which is used in a sentence to advise. So let me write it down. Advice, request or order is said to be the imperative mood, like please, or you may say work hard, request fetch me glass of water, and order can be open the door. So these statements, if someone asks you that what this statement means, you may say that this belongs to the imperative mood of the verb. The third is the subjunctive mood. Subjunctive mood, the verb which shows some doubts, things to suppose, some condition is said to be the subjunctive mood. Suppose I wish I were Prime Minister of Pakistan. So this is going to be the subjunctive mood of the verb, because when you suppose something, when you have some kind of a wish, is said to be the okay. If I say doubts, or if I say some kind of a condition or prayer, you may say may he reach safe. Would you allow him? So when you have some doubts, is said to be the subjunctive moods of the verb. The last topic of today is infinitive mood. It is same as we discussed the finite and the infinite verbs, like infinite mood is when with the verb you use to eat, to drink, to sleep, to write. So one basic rule of the infinitive mood of the verb is when to is added with the verb is said to be the infinitive mood. It is not restricted to the persons, places or the things, like there are unlimited numbers being attached to it. I want to write, I want to cook. So these are the infinitive moods of the verb. So my dear students, this was the verb today, in which we comprehensively discussed the types of the verbs and the moods of the verb. The practice paragraphs will be provided in your WhatsApp group. So stay safe and stay happy. Take care. Allah Hafiz.